Hi there, Sagittarius. This is Trudy, and I'm looking around. I'm saying, am I live? I'm trying to get used to this. Anyway, we're going to be doing all live from here out because I want to get more content to you and spend a little bit less time actually preparing to do high production because I'm going to teach. And so that will be every day. So here we go. I have to get used to live stuff. It's going to be fun. Anyway, so we're going to read for you. And as I do, all sort of within that circle of education or the spirit of, I will be explaining these cards as we go along. And so think about this, and this becomes your space to learn. Learn what you can as I read, and then once again every month I'll be doing 4-card spreads, and so you can sort of practice along with me once you get up and moving with these lessons. So check the website. I'm going to post the first homework assignment here in the next couple of days, and we'll be going from there. Major Arcana is coming first. These are all free classes. And you will see on the website that there are classes that I'm putting together that are paid, but at this point, everything's free. Okay, so here you go. First card. Interesting, Sag. Okay, this came up as well for your other fire sign sisters and brothers. It is the Devil. And so I like to call this the sex, drugs, and rock and roll card. And you'll learn that as well as we go along. But then again, when we're speaking to the devil, and it did come up reversed, which is actually better. The devil is about vice. The devil is about addiction. The devil is about the monkey on your back. And you can kind of see that. I mean, and we all have this preconception of who the devil is, and you know, the devil has been mythologized throughout the ages. But back in Greek and Roman times, the devil was really seen as a playful deity, Pan, someone who just got out there and had a lot of fun. So not always a bad thing, Sag. You will see this couple here, and they're chained together, but loosely, and so this speaks to power struggles, codependent relationships, that type of thing. But it can also speak to just a little bit of hedonism, just enjoying yourself. This is a pleasure pig card. Reversed, it tells us that it's not something to be terribly worried about, but the month sort of opens with this energy, this playful energy where you just sort of want to please desires, and you're feeling a little bit naughty, I guess is a good way to put this. And so what does that really say about the month? And so this is kind of how tarot goes, and I'm going to kind of teach along, and we're going to do a reading for you, Sag, as I teach a little bit here. But the thing is, when you're looking at some of these cards and this energy opens the month, you have to, again, you read with your intuition. So it can mean one thing if this card is side by side with a certain card, it can mean one thing, but you kind of go with what you hear, spirit telling you, empty yourself out, and you move toward that. Even, so, and that said, what I see for Sagittarius is you're very playful. You're and your sign, you're like curious, you're the philosopher, you're the educator, you're the court jester. And so your major arcana card would be the Fool, which is the first card. You're not willing to take a risk. And so that's a good thing. Again, check your other signs, because you might find that you have some earth in your chart. This is the card of Capricorn, the Devil. The Devil is very in touch with their baser desires. Or the Capricorns, I should say, who are associated with this card, they like earthly pleasure. And so that kind of energy is opening the month. So if you have some of that in your chart or someone like that, you might be enjoying that a little bit. And there's really nothing wrong with that. Okay, let's move forward and see what comes up next. And again, I'm getting a lot of reversals. This is the face book card. And the reason I call this card that is that this is the card of nostalgia. It is the Six of Cups. You see this little boy is giving this little girl a flower. And it's all sort of warm and fuzzies, like going back to what makes you comfortable. You know, high school friends, reevaluating old relationships from the past. And so, you know, the challenge really is to get comfortable. And then again, it can mean that there's something coming up for you, Sagittarius, or relationships from the past that don't did as they used to. And this may feel, you may feel a little bit as if you've been cut off, or that you would like to re-engage with some of these folks, maybe via social media even. And oftentimes that's the way we do it. You know, you can become almost a voyeur, look and sort of track people via social media. And I'm hearing that a little bit. And you might feel yourself drawn to doing some of that. And that could have something to do with this Devil card reverse, because there's still some tie that binds here. And it's kind of a benign tie, but there's something that's drawing you back, looking backward into old past relationship, emphasis on old, because this is something that is in the past. But for some reason, you gain some type of comfort from this relationship. And it feels like a warm, fuzzy blanket, although it's an old, worn out, dirty, fuzzy blanket for some of you. And so there you go. Hanging on again, I'm hearing. But then again, the challenge is sometimes you feel cut off and you feel bad about that, as if you want to know what's happening with these people. But is that really important information? Let's see what comes up next. Ooh, I like this card. It's in the upright. Knight of Pentacles, Sagittarius. The slow, steady movement of money. Or you are financially stable. And that's very nice. You're handling your money quite well, or there's someone in your life who is helping with that. But somehow everything stays on an even, steady keel. And for you, that's not always easy, being a fire sign, and a playful one at that. And so this is a very, very good card. Now, if you are in a situation where you're involved with someone and you're feeling as if that person might drag you down, this card speaks to the fact that that actually you need to let go, because this person actually won't drag you down, and you may be hanging on to some ideas that of past, you know, I'm going to get let down. This person is not going to be there for me. They're not going to support me. They're not going to take care of me. This person is a very stable person. And so you can feel good about that. Again, if you are actually toying or with getting out of a relationship because it feels codependent, or you're feeling as if you're losing your power, up comes this person for some of you who is so steady that they may also seem a bit boring. However, in this reading, it feels like boring is going to save you. This person comes out of nowhere, and this is an earth sign. This person is a Taurus, a Virgo, which you can hardly see a Sag with, but or a Capricorn. So somehow this is coming out in the middle of the month, this type of energy or this person unexpectedly. And, you know, it's almost as if you've been feeling as if you're sinking into this quicksand, but they bring you up onto terra firma. And so it's a great person, energy, people card to come up for you. It's really good. Last card is the King of Swords. Isn't that interesting? So for some of our Saggies, there may be a lawyer popping up at the end of the month. A lot of times this king will represent the law. There could also be someone coming into your life who's got your back. This is a man who is, again, black and white, unemotional. This is somebody who wants to help. They're not, he's not in reverse. We've got two people cards here at the end, both in the upright. This is someone who might want to write a contract for you or with you, or reevaluate a contract with you. It could be a boss, but also it could be somebody who breaks these chains for you, this devil, in this past situation. And so for a Sagittarius to bump into one of these kings, it's, you know, there could be just the need to get your ducks in a row, something that's you've needed to do for quite some time. I do see some movement at the end of the month toward stability and toward getting some things done that you might have been putting off, or you might have been ignoring just because you're busy thinking about the past. You know, you've sort of had your head wrapped around what could have been. So now you're moving forward toward the end of the month, and that's good because you're getting yourself involved with things that require you to pay attention to the fine print, to the details, to the scores, to the numbers. This is really about communication and data. So at the end of the month, you're moving toward things that are documented almost, and so that are on paper. This is actually pretty nice. And again, if you are looking for love, there are a couple of possible potential suitors for you. And I see at the end of the month that a lot of help could be coming your way. And it's a practical help. Someone who can actually do things for you. Someone who's not showy. Someone who stands by their word and what they say. And someone who has a good sense of reality, the law, looks at the evidence and is able to come up with a plan or solution. So that's very good for you. And I do feel as if you're going to be at the end of the month, again, standing on terra firma, and you're going to be able to work through some situations that, and contracts or job prospects or anything that's written, things are going to go your way, and you've got someone to help you out, actually. So very good month for you, Sagittarius. Thanks for joining me. If you have any questions about this reading, and again, we've got this Devil reversed, we've got this Six of Cups reversed, and then this Knight of Pentacles. It could mean that some of you are moving toward divorce or separation. And if that's the case, it looks very good because it's in the, the end is in the upright. So if you would like a reading, please let me know. You can go to the website, and also if you'd like to learn how to read for yourself, again, as I mentioned previously, go to the website. I'll post homework there. Then you can follow along. We're going to learn the major arcana. And so that's that. And thanks so much for joining me. And mwah.